Born truly was a holy night. And usually we hear about the adults surrounding the Christmas story, but there are children there also. And so today we're going to hear from 5 of those children, and we're going to get their perspective on that night. We're going to hear from John the Baptist. We're going to hear from an innkeeper's daughter. We're going to hear from a shepherd's boy, from a wise man's daughter, and we're also going to hear from James, who would eventually be the brother of Jesus Christ. So, okay.
Hi, my name is John. I'm a cousin of Jesus. When my mother was pregnant with me, my Aunt Mary came to visit us. My mother said I was so excited because Mary was pregnant with Jesus that I leaped in my mother's womb. Mom tells me that both our births were foretold by angels. She says God has a special plan for us.
Hello, my name's Alana. My father owns an inn in Bethlehem. Yes, I do remember the night that family came to our inn. We were so busy that night. I remember my father and I being sad that we had no room for them. They stayed that night where travelers keep their animals. The woman was very pregnant. She had her baby that night and wrapped him up and put him in a manger. Later on, shepherds came and worshipped the baby boy. I wondered who was this baby that adults would worship him.
I'm so glad you want to hear about that night. I have tried to tell my friends, but they don't believe me or they laugh at me. It was a cold night and the sky was clear. I was watching the sheep in the field with my father and other shepherds. It was a peaceful night. Suddenly, out of nowhere, an angel showed up and there was a light so bright I could barely see. At first, I was terrified, but then he said the most wonderful thing. He said, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause joy for all the people. Today in the town of David, the Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord." After that, there was a massive choir of angels singing about glory and peace between God and people.
My father was obsessed with that star. He told me it had been long prescribed that the star would only appear when a great king was to be born. He told me it would be wise of him to show honor to this king as soon as he saw the star rest over his town. He took a long journey and brought a tribute of his finest gold to worship this baby king. When he came back, he knew he had found the chosen one. He told me he had felt the power and peace of God surrounding the boy. Sometimes I wonder how powerful this child's kingdom will be.
Can you imagine having Jesus as an older brother? I can because I'm James. It isn't easy. He always obeys. I know I'm not the best behaved child, but come on. I know he is different than all the other kids. Mom tries not to talk about it, but I found out that shepherds came to worship him, and a couple of years later, wise men came with gifts for him. I also heard that an angel announced his birth. The hardest thing for me to believe is that he really is the Son of God. I have heard him say things that suggests believes he is God's son. Dad says God has a special plan for everyone, and mine is just different from my brother's. Still, I wonder what God has planned for our family.
Holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round your virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sweet